It's the Sweepers Podcast. It's Thursday, September 4th, and I got Quarter, my best friend here, and I'm your host, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Quarter.
How you doing today?
I do good today. How you do today, Quarter?
I do good. Sorry. Yeah, I'm smooth.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, too.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. How are you feeling, actually? I feel like you're not feeling good.
I'm really hungry.
Wait, what? That's unlike you.
Yeah, I haven't eaten. I have 3 chocolate chip chewy bars in front of me that I'm about to progressively eat in front of you on the podcast.
Okay, I'm glad this is an open space. So you didn't just pee then.
I pooped, and I got 3 chocolate chip chewy bars to bring down here and eat with you.
Okay, I peed and I also ate a banana.
Nice.
I was very hungry as well.
You big banana eater?
Yeah, I'm definitely known to peel and mess a nanner up.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Honestly, I feel like you're keeping the chewy bar market alive. I never see those outside of you.
Yeah, we're a big chewy household. Yeah.
Is that both in granola bar form and dog order form?
Mm-hmm.
Does Benji get a chewy box?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Honestly, Chewy, sponsor us.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, we don't have a sponsor. Should we start with that news today?
Yeah, let's start with that.
Can you tell the people what happened while I chew?
Yeah, so we had a couple things fall through a crack or two, which leave us with a total of carry the 0 sponsors for a show that produces day after day after day, view after view after view. If you find yourself in a spot where you want to prop up something you love, something you are proud of, a company, anything, something that you sell, we are a walking billboard at your service. And we'd be more than happy to talk business with anybody who is looking to maybe get their name out there, get anything out there, because uh, Greg has the forehead of a billboard, and I am big enough to actually be a billboard. So put us together and use us to prop up and endorse basically anything that you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, the only problem with calling ourselves like walking billboards is that you're a lot more immobile than someone who walks frequently. So that's difficult, but you've never had an issue shamelessly promoting anything, even when we get 0 money for it. So
Listen here, excuse my language, but I walk every day. You mark ass bitch.
how many steps you averaging?
I don't know. I could look.
Oh, you don't know off the top of your head how many steps you're averaging, but you're a big time walker. Yeah.
Is that a thing that you like keep track of your
Yes.
like how many steps do you do daily?
I try to hit 10,000 a day. I usually hit that 6 of 7 days a week
Why not 7 to 7?
because the 7th day, God rested.
No, he didn't.
I'll look it up. I don't.
Literally on the 7th day, that's when he worked his hardest. He came out the tomb.
I think you're a little off base religiously, but that we can ask Riley.
Now you're gonna crew me. They do one Blackstone cookout. You think you're a crew member?
Rather be crude than crucified.
Big facts. Also, I hope Riley doesn't listen to this. There was an egregious lack of seasoning on that Blackstone. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always pulling the Puerto Rican card and everything like that. I ain't see an ounce of seasoning on fajita peppers and or chicken.
Yeah, Riley sent us pictures of a Blackstone. I joked that it was I don't even remember what I said. He was like Greek life at Crew, and I said more like Greek chicken at Crew. It looked like it was Greek chicken, like just maybe a little like balsamic vinaigrette on it or something. But you're right, not a lot of seasoning visuals that we saw. But I trust my guy Riley. I think maybe there was more coming that you didn't see. I don't know. But yeah, back to the original point. We're out of sponsors, so let me reveal a little bit on how the business works right now. And I don't know, any listeners of this, maybe there's an opportunity or something. But basically, we're doing pretty good with YouTube funds and just sources of income for Sleepers as a business right now. Like our primary team is eating well, I would say. And, we've been able to kind of make this Jacob's primary focus of work the last couple of years. That's a point of pride. And we would love to pay everybody more than we do. We would certainly love to continue increasing Jacob's compensation as time goes on. But something happened recently where, you know, a lot of the brands we work with or companies that want to sponsor sports content in general, they do it very seasonally. So the beginning of football season is usually a huge moment, and people will throw a bunch of money at you for football season. And then it comes again, usually December, January, when people want to buy March Madness packages. And then usually we kind of scramble in the summer, and we've worked with some local businesses and things of that nature. So we've tried really hard to not be overly, I don't know, put a bunch of ads on our stuff. Like, I understand it ruins the listening experience if you put a lot of ads on things at once. And I think even in the summer, we haven't been overly aggressive in trying to fill the vacant ad spots in the summer because we haven't felt that we've needed to. Well, we just did a bunch of spending because we brought in a bunch of new people to work with us, right? We brought in Ryan Hammer, Tanner McGrath, Jay Mann, Jordan Mann, and even some social people. People know Booby's been working for us, the winner of Sleepers Got Talent, and we've got Jay Hart that we're still trying to make sure gets a little money every month. So really, more than ever, like the payroll sheet that I'm putting together has more line items on it than it ever has, and we kind of okayed all of this. We greenlit this largely because we had a written agreement with a potential partner that had been offered monthly for all of football season. So we thought we were basically good and had a larger budget to work with from that. Ultimately, the rug was pulled out from under us last minute. I don't even really have the details on how it happened. So no hard feelings. If you want more info, join the Discord and you can learn more about it. But I say all this to say, financially, we're in a good enough spot to like keep these people involved. If we were like not able to find a sponsor for 3 or 4 months, we probably would have to make changes to how many people we're trying to work with right now, which would be a bummer because I think our social medias looked really good. And I think in large part, our content looks and feels better than it ever has with a lot of new people involved. So, anyways, point is, if you are someone who listens to this, if you have a product, a service, anything that would make sense to sponsor on our Sleepers channel or podcast, anything really, we can come up with a custom deal and we'd be happy to work with you. We worked with a local HVAC company in Indiana a couple of years ago, and we were told that we drove some business for them. So I would be happy to talk. DM us if you want more info. And suddenly there is an opening and a little sense of urgency for anyone to sponsor the show if you're interested.
Yeah, everything Greg said. And also, for the record, Greg, um, you can do the averages, but in the last 5 days, the least amount of steps that I walked was, I think, around 7,200. With one of the days being, I think, around five, but I was on my deathbed on that day. And the most, I think, I played basketball on Saturday and I got like 15,000 in.
Okay. That's pretty
But
good.
like, I feel like on days where I for sure go on walks. Because I usually get a pretty good walk in when I go with Meg. We get some good walks in with the dog and with Leon. That's probably around 10,000 steps a day, I would say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that I was just shaking ass for anyone to sponsor us and you were just fixated on how much you take steps.
Yeah. I mean, are you surprised?
No, it's on brand. Can I complain?
No.
I'm not allowed to complain.
Yeah, no,
It's
go
not
ahead.
about you, it's about other people.
Oh yeah, complain. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I sent all the gory details of what happened with the sponsor that backed out to our Discord because I love the people in our Discord and I like to keep them up to date on things that are going on. So basically said the same plea I just said verbally, like, hey, anyone in the Discord, if you have anything worth sponsoring, do it. This is what happened. We would love to come up with something custom for you. And God bless the people in our Discord, man. We've got some great people. The names that you hear every day that ask comments, leave questions for the show. I love these people. They're all Sleepers supporters. They're all big parts of this Sleepers world that we live in. But Cart, I don't think people get like just responding and being like, you should work with a credit union. Doesn't help us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we haven't thought of brands we want to work with. It's not like we're that lazy. It's that it's hard to like get someone on the phone with a company that might want to sponsor you and give an elevator pitch about it. So, anyways, we got a lot of great recommendations from lovely people in the Discord, but it was largely just like work with this company. And it's like, we can't just like choose a company to work with. That's not how it works, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate the the notion of it. I think and them assuming we're lazy, you know, are they wrong?
It fits.
Are we okay? So what are we?
Because honestly, on that point, what have you done to help us get a sponsor in the last 12 months?
What have I done to help us get a sponsor in the last 12 months?
What is a direct effort that you have made in attempts to secure some sort of partnership that supports Sleepers Media?
I don't think any.
And I've been out of that world more than I have been. The last 2 years, I like really hunted this stuff, and this year, I think I got complacent.
Yeah.
So honestly, maybe we did need a kick in the ass from our Discord, being like, "Y'all are lazy. Reach out to these companies."
Boy, fuck them.
So are we going to reach out to any?
If I can find some time.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we do. We're on camera a lot, man.
That's all. You know what? If we did the thing that we have done, or at least I know you did, it's like on a day, an hour of content is taken away, but it is added to hunting. And that actually did work. But I don't know if the content actually took a backseat. But like if we did do that, if we did like one or two less shorts a day, and that was the hunt, the what do they call it with the red zone, the witching hour? What if it was the hunting hour?
I mean, our content numbers are better than ever. We're doing numbers in August that matched March 2 years ago. Like we're doing 800,000 YouTube views a month. Things are very good. Every sponsor we've worked with has been happy with us. So I don't know. I don't really want to like deprioritize the content because we do make money off YouTube too, and content's been good. And that's the fun part. That's why you and I are in this. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard because I do feel like I'm just lazy with sponsor stuff right now, and it's my fault that we haven't found one that works. But simultaneously, like, can I really call myself lazy when I came up with 20 video topics, got on this morning at 8:45, recorded until 1:06 for shorts. Now we're going to do a full episode till 2. Then I'm going to do Bleacher Report from 2 to 2:30. Then I'm going to host a new Dimers podcast from 2:30 to 4. Then I'm going to host a Bet River show from 4 to 5. Then I'm going to go pick up my kid and spend 2 hours with my kid until 7. Then I'm going to do bedtime from 7 to 7:30. Then I'm going to write the newsletter from 7:30 to 9. Then I'm going to write the Action Network Ohio State preview from 9 to 10. Then I'm going to come up with topics for tomorrow from 10 to 11:30, and then I'm going to go to bed at 11:30. That doesn't feel that lazy.
No, it feels the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, we got to figure something out though, I think. We could hire someone to do sponsorships for us, but with what money?
Done, honestly, done hiring. Done hiring. This might be the season of layoffs.
Really? Are
Yeah.
you threatening our entire team with
Yeah,
layoff?
no one's safe.
Who's the safest? Can I get the top to bottom? Who's the safest in Sleepers Media?
You're the safest.
Thank you.
JK second, Dion third, myself, Riley.
Why is Dion ahead of you?
I feel like Dion like the same way that I get away with shit, Dion gets away with everything.
Dion did text me last night. This is word for word. He said, "Hey, bro, heard about the sponsor. If needed, if it helps at all, you can just not pay me for a couple months and use that money on other people." I was like, "That's just a crazy offer. I love you, but we're never gonna do that." So
See that's a peek behind the curtain on what goes down in Sleepers Media's conversations. Because Dion texted me last night, and what he said was, "I might need to end my Twitch stream soon. I just said I can't ask this girl out. I'm pretty sure she's a stripper. Probably time to end the stream, huh?"
I love it here.
Do you are you okay? I guess quick little check in here. What's the happiness level for you in this
I will
currently?
say, after this holiday weekend, for the first time since I have gone totally in on sleepers as my primary job, I had like Sunday scaries for the first time ever about returning to work.
Did you?
So I don't know, but I didn't think that was possible because they say like, do what you love. You never work a day in your life. But yeah, on Labor Day, Monday night, I was like, damn, I got to come up with topics right now. That doesn't seem great. So I'd put
Yeah.
my satisfaction at like a B plus though.
Okay, B plus. So call it A minus.
Yeah, if you want to do my game, sure.
Yeah, no, no. I'm just because yesterday when we did the Michigan points per game thing,
Yeah.
we yeah,
Yeah, round up.
yeah, great on the curve.
Round up. Yeah.
Yeah, round up.
Yep.
Should we get to the comments?
Sure.
I actually have a hand-picked YouTube comment that I want to use today. I sent it to you last night, but I want to shout out my guy. Let me make sure I get his name right. I went to Anytime Fitness last night at probably like 10:30 at night, like 11, because I had to find a way to get some work in to help myself and help my body. And that was the free time that I had currently. But I came into contact with a young gentleman who was getting work in, by the way. He was throwing dumbbells around. David Pulaski was his name. And on YouTube, he said, I'm getting some work in at the gym right now, and there's a Carter lookalike hitting lat pull downs. Can Carter confirm if he's an Anytime Fitness member? I can confirm that because as I was walking out, David stopped me and he's like, Is your name Carter? And I was like, Yes. He's like, I just left this comment on your YouTube video, but I didn't want to seem weird. And we chopped it up, we dapped it up, and he watched the sleeper. So shout out to David.
Yeah, that's awesome. And David, yeah, I know. Contrary to popular belief, Carter does have a gym membership.
I was in that.
You're getting that work in? Okay. Oh man. What's your favorite thing to do at the gym? Besides check our YouTube comments.
My current favorite thing to do. Um, Probably close grip rows.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a real gym answer.
yeah, close grip rows or anything associated with dumbbell chest exercises. Like I don't even know what they're called, but like you start with the dumbbells down here and you kind of raise them up top and you kind of just squeeze the pecs. That always feels good.
Do you like getting your pec squeezed?
I'm trying to get rid of these titties, dog, for real.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Because like they need to get smaller. Because I mean, peek behind the curtain here. I feel like I got very large areolas, so I can't have like man titties. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really just trying to work on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of bench press, a lot of incline, like all that.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Push ups.
Yeah, absolute respect. Love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. All right.
To the Discord.
True Classic took care of that for me. I'll get you a link.
Yeah. Honestly, True Classic. I
Well,
will. Should I get up and shake a little ass for True Classic?
I do think the missing link to pretty much any problem that our company ever has is you shaking more ass.
Okay. It could solve a lot of things, including world hunger.
Anytime that you have shaken copious amounts of tushy, good things have quickly happened for us.
So I just need to shake my ass
I
more.
think that's the lesson learned here. By
Okay.
the way, we were going to banter all about your kids starting school today, and we didn't. Do you want to do that quickly before I get to the Discord comments?
So my son is doing 2 days a week of daycare in the infant room at an establishment, and
What's the
right,
establishment? Oh, wait, we don't want to dox it, but
yeah,
am
I
I
don't need.
allowed to joke that your son's not even one yet and he's already a private school kid?
It's not a private school. It's a public school.
Come on.
It's a public school.
Come on.
It's a public school.
We'll talk offline.
Wait, what is this? It's a
We'll
public
talk
school.
offline. I don't want to dox the school. We'll talk offline.
I'll dox it. Y'all can show up. I'll
No,
whoop
we'll
y'all
talk
ass. I'll
offline.
show
We'll
up to
talk
the school.
offline. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, anywho, yeah, so he's doing 2 days a week in what they call the infant room at the school, and my wife and my family, her family, are all labeling this as the first day of school. And I'm over here like it's not the first day of school. He can't even hold his backpack. Like he ain't going to the first day of school. This isn't school. This is 2 days a week in a daycare in an infant room. That's not the first day of school.
At a school.
It's at a school though, yes.
It's a daycare at a school.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, we got first day of school photos, and I reposted. There's an asterisk in the corner. It's not first day of school.
I mean, the pics are extremely fire. The pics are
Oh,
extremely
pics
fire.
are pics
Yeah.
are fire, but you know what really stamped it for me? I'm gonna get emotional on his first day of school.
I feel that.
I'm gonna get emotional. I know it for a fact. Today I didn't feel it. Today I was like, get out the car. But also, he couldn't do that because he's not one, because he's not going to real school yet.
I feel what you're saying. I understand why anyone involved in Leon's life would consider this the first day of school. I do. I'm not knocking that. He is technically going to a school.
Silver
But
spoon. Silver spoon.
I mean, yeah, I mean the obvious joke here is just like you're raising a bookworm, right? Kid loves school.
Yeah, he does love books too, by the way. But don't
Kid
all kids love books?
kid came here to play school. That's why he's on this earth. Leon is here to play school.
His classroom is by a gym.
Does he have recess yet?
I don't even see. Honestly, this is a scam in my eyes. And obviously, we can look at the cameras in the room and things like that and see what's going on. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not a helicopter parent. But I do have a theory that they just throw all these kids in a room.
Could, yeah. I mean, you could send like a hidden camera.
Yeah, and I pay a mortgage just so everybody knows to make sure he goes there.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Which is
hear you.
why we need sponsors because otherwise, I would rather shake my ass in this form instead of like shaking my ass on like OnlyFans for money. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Leon did look great in the pics. His backpack was pimping. Kid.
You like it? I don't
I
like it.
liked it. Yeah. I liked everything aesthetically about Leon's first day of school.
I just really hope no one forgets his name.
Who's gonna forget his name?
No one, because it's on everything that we sent with him.
I mean, I was texting you and Meg in the group chat talking about what if he kisses a girl? Like, is he ready for this?
What if he goes to the
Also,
principal's office?
this is how I found out. Apparently, I've been homeschooling Murph, and I had no idea. Crazy.
It is, and no credit for it.
Yeah. Wow.
There's also a world where I have thought about making this about me.
How would you even do that?
I want to see how this school really is.
And how would you do that?
I would plant drugs in my son's backpack.
Oh my God, man.
Let's see what they're really about.
This was an elite day of banter.
That ain't the type of chicken you're thinking in that bento box. You know what I'm saying? It's that real chicken.
We're gonna move on to the Discord
That real
comments.
dog food.
I can't believe no one wants to sponsor this. We start today with All Hail the Pope, who says, I think it's easy to blame Zach Calzada for being bad, which I think he was, but receivers weren't getting open the whole game. Better fix it over the week to beat Ole Miss. You think maybe they were just doing basic plays against Toledo and will throw the whole playbook against Ole Miss. This is everyone's favorite college football trope. If you don't look good in week one, you were just saving the playbook for week two.
I hate that. Is that a real? I don't want to make that a thing moving forward.
I think there are some teams that do that, but I don't think any of the ones we've discussed this week are doing it. I don't think Michigan, Michigan State, or Kentucky were saving the playbook for week two.
Also, I think All Hail the Pope is right. They didn't get open. That's for a reason because they don't want to play with Zach.
You know what's a really bad thing to pair with wide receivers who can't get open?
Bad quarterbacks.
A horrible quarterback.
Yeah.
That's not a good combo. War Chant says, Carter, couldn't agree with you more about New England sports. It's one of my favorite hate watches. I dislike everything about Boston sports. Well done. Keep the hate rolling.
Oh yeah, War Chant. We're locked in.
Do you want to do a little hatred call that you and War Chant can stand up and do together?
Hey, Boston. No, I've cussed too much in this episode so far.
Jesse J says, in response to your video about Brown saying Purdue has the best fans after game one, what that really means. Sure, 24-25 Signetti had Indiana fans hyped. So hyped, in fact, they became overhyped. And Notre Dame explained how there's levels to this game. But Barry Odom landed a top 30 recruit for paint in game one. That's legendary. Odom greater than Sigs.
I'll allow that motion. I'll allow that motion.
It's the angle I would play. Barry
Yeah.
Odom got paint a top 30 recruit. Also, just to be clear, Jacob Weber, top 30 recruit, 24/7 has him ranked 137th right now. But he's somehow a consensus top 30 recruit.
Don't worry. I texted my guy over at 24/7.
We'll get that corrected. Don't worry, Purdue fans. We'll make sure they take care of Carson Edwards. Dreadhead Devereaux the King says, why is no one talking about Nick Martinelli? That's a great comment.
The Northwestern player?
Yeah, I think like out of nowhere, like once a month randomly, it should be like, why are we talking about Nick Martinelli?
Should we talk about Nick Martinelli?
Yeah, let's talk about him. What do you like about Nick Martinelli?
We actually did, for what it's worth, if you paid attention, Dreadhead Devereaux the King. We did a top 10 projected scores, and we had Nick Martinelli up there in the top 10 projected scores for this season.
So I got a theory that if he just started going by Nikolai Martinelli, everything would change in the positive for him.
Facts, and Gavoni would love him.
Yep. Jesse J says, with Fanta getting the job at NBC, I know he isn't leaving the DTF podcast, but if schedules conflict and he has to choose the NBC gig occasionally, is there a non-zero chance we'd see Greg Waddell on with the guys? I know Greg and Fanta operate in different lanes of commentary, but it would be fun. If not, who would be your top three replacements for Fanta on any given night he may need to take off? Real quick, before I answer this genuinely, what do we mean by operate in different lanes of commentary? Isn't Fanta's just better and way more big time? Is that just the different lane?
Yeah, maybe.
Like the Indy 500 is different than like driving down the road?
Well, maybe also it's different in the fact that like your like Fanta's lane is like haha Fanta, like haha Fanta.
Oh, you mean like
Yours
people like Fanta, he has an approval rating that's very high, and I don't have that. Yeah,
NBC would have to up security if you
right.
were a part of the team.
He's also, I mean, Fanta's great. I think he's the best in the business. People know that. But yeah, he also like he is a commentary guy too, play by play. One of the best in the business at it, and I've never even tried to do play by play. So yeah, okay. Back to the original question though. I would definitely do it, but I don't think that that will ever be on the table, would be my guess. I do keep up with both Rob and T.O., like, have good relationships with both those guys. I'm a huge fan of both of them. So I would be honored if they ever were trying to rotate guests in place of John Fanta if they needed a guest for an episode. I'd be honored if I was asked for that, but I think they have a lot better, higher profile people than me that they could lean on for that.
I don't think so. You'd be amazing at it, Gregory.
Thanks, Stink. All Hail the Pope says, I think you should do Kentucky points per game and Loserville's points per game the same show.
Please respect Louisville on this show. All hail the Pope. Also, didn't we do Kentucky and Louisville already?
Can I have a moment of vulnerability?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm built for the Kentucky Louisville rivalry. I don't
Really?
want to pick a side. I feel nearly identical about both teams, and it stresses me out every day to like constantly need to be favoring one.
Well, you don't have to look, you can favor, but also still be like, I favor Louisville, but also like
Right.
I don't hate Kentucky.
Right, but you're you, so everyone just lets you do that. Like
Mm.
anything I say gets misconstrued the other way.
That's my one pass though. You used it up already. Like you used the Michigan State thing already. I
That's
haven't
true.
used mine yet.
Yeah, that's true. T Staffy says, "Hey guys, with the NFL season upon us, what is your MVP and Super Bowl predictions?"
Oh, MVP and Super Bowl predictions. MVP, I'm gonna go Caleb Williams. And Super Bowl predictions, I'm gonna say that the Lions defeat the Bills in the Super Bowl.
Are you serious about Caleb Williams?
Yeah,
Like no bullshit.
no bullshit.
You actually, so you're officially in on this whole Ben Johnson Caleb Williams marriage is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go Jaden Daniels for MVP. And is Pat Mahomes still in the league?
Yeah.
I got Pat Mahomes winning the Super Bowl.
He lost last year, do you
It's an
know?
auto answer for me every single year until he's out of the league. Also, do y'all have any plans covering or reviewing the NFL week similarly to how you are doing so far for CFB? I don't think so. I think right now we're fully dialed in on college sports, but obviously we, as Lions fans, will cover that team from time to time. So if anything crazy happens, we're definitely open to it, but not on a week to week basis. We're not intending to cover the NFL.
Yeah. Same.
Mutant Matt says, Cart, that Born in Detroit hat's pretty dope. Kind of jealous. How poser if I bought one and wore it, even though I was born in Hillbilly Land.
Where's Hillbilly Land at? I'd allow it. Also, that was like one of my I had a phase where I just really wanted to be fully in on being like a thrifter. And I got that at a Goodwill for $2.
Wow.
Yeah, but then like halfway into my thrifting journey, I was like, what are some of these clothes? And also, have you ever had the thought in your head when you bought and used clothes that other people used to wear that?
Yeah, that's happened. Yeah.
For some reason that like I get over it eventually, but it is something always in the back of my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I don't know what you do
Um,
with that, but I hear that.
just always
Mutant
get
Matt,
over it.
you didn't love the I want to be the name you scream hat, Mutant Matt? Crazy.
That hat was crazy.
Crazy, Mutant Matt. The Pat Signal says, what's up, guys? In light of college basketball being 60 days away, I want to start some trivia. The first question is, in 2023, which 15 seed made the Sweet 16 and lost to Creighton?
In 2023, which 15 seed made the Sweet 16 and lost to is it Princeton?
I think it has to be, right? That was the year they beat Kirk Risa
They
at
beat
Zona.
Missouri in the round of third. Yep, it is Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton. Good guess by you. That
Thank
wasn't
you.
at the top of my mind until you said that. Good guess.
Thank you.
That's fun. Keep the trivia coming, Pat Signal. I like it. Your Serbian Boiler says, here's Michigan's edition of his bit. We've got a lot of great bit games in the comment section right now. Your Serbian Boiler starts us with Michigan is top three in the Big Ten in blocks, rebounds, but also turnovers. Yaxel Lendeborg ends up underperforming, finishes third team All Big Ten at best. Michigan beats Michigan State by over 25 points in a get back after the logo debacle. Ademar and Elliot Cadeau average almost the same number of assists
Oh,
per game within one. Michigan has a couple shocker losses to teams in the bottom half of the Big Ten, but still ends up finishing in second place. Let's go most likely to least likely here.
I think most likely is that Michigan's top three in the Big Ten in blocks and rebound, or top three in the Big Ten in blocks, rebounds, and also turnovers.
That is my third most likely one here.
Third most likely.
Yep.
Yaxel's not the most, is it?
Second most.
Michigan has a couple shocker losses.
Michigan has a couple shocker losses, but still ends up finishing in second place. Is my most likely. Axel Lenneborg ends up underperforming, finishes third team All Big Ten. Is second most likely. Michigan top three in blocks, rebounds, and turnovers. Is third most likely. Michigan beats MSU by 25. Is fourth most likely, but that ain't happening. Mara and Cadeau will not average the same numbers as this. No way.
Yeah, my order would be Michigan, the top three in blocks, rebounds, Michigan with a couple shocker losses, then Yaxel, and then uh yeah, the Michigan State 25, and then a day and Cadeau, same assist.
That is really fun. Extremely fun. Okay, keep it moving. That's it, actually. There's no more comments today. Great job, Discord. We love you. Join the Discord until we get a sponsor. It's the only way to financially support the show. If you want to make sure that we keep making content every single day, 5 hours worth, and the faces that you see on this platform, all that I mentioned, all the new hires and Riley and Dion as well, our social team, all of it. If you want to keep that operating as it is, we would really appreciate it if you join the Discord to financially support this show and make sure we can do that. Let's get to our segments today, Cart. Okay, so this is an idea that came to my mind when we were discussing Rob Doster and his UConn comparison. He basically was saying Purdue this year has a chance to be the most similar team to 2024 UConn that we've seen. And we have a video up on the channel about that where we go in depth on it. But this just sounds fun. I kind of want to go through all of the teams we really care about this year in college basketball and try to come up with any historical college basketball team that we think profile-wise is most similar to them. No rules. We can go a year ago. We could go 10 years ago. But let's just go through all of the rosters we care about and try and find one we think it reminds us of.
Let's do it.
Okay. You pick who we start with.
Can we start with Purdue's roster?
2025 Purdue. And you're not allowed to do comparison to a team in the same program. So we can't compare 25 Purdue to 23 Purdue.
Got it. Okay, so just talking points here. Elite point guard, National Player of the Year level player.
Think you got to have two All-Americans. That's where I would start if we're looking for an identity similar to Purdue. Have two guys that are All-Americans at once.
With a good culture, good system. Did any of those Villanova teams have two All-Americans at once?
They might have. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But
I'm
that's a
thinking
little different position too. I'm kind of after like an All-American guard, All-American big man. What can we do with that?
I mean, we could steal the Douster, but I don't really want to do that.
No, I got a different one.
All-American. Are you thinking a Duke team by any chance?
Thinking a UNC team.
Which team?
Now it falls apart when you get outside of the Big Two, but you don't see any actually maybe we could go back further and do a different one. Yeah, I'm gonna change. I was gonna do Hansbrough Lawson. And
Ooh.
that's TKR Braden. And they brought a lot back, and it was this big expectation year. But you lose me when it's like we had Wayne Ellington, Danny Green in between them. They don't have those guys at Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
What about the first UNC title team? Raymond Felton and Sean May. And they had Rashad McCants as like a big three. Fletcher's kind of the big three guy. And then they had some unknowns around him.
Oh, I think I like that. I was trying to think of like those Kansas teams that won it all, but I don't think that would necessarily work because I don't even know that team had maybe won All American. It didn't positionally fit. I like that as far as it goes positionally.
But it's also it's got to be a team who was like all offense with some defensive questions too, right? Which I get that North Carolina team was pretty good defensively, top five in the country.
It's a
And
very
they just
weird,
had like Marvin Williams at the four.
it's a very weird profile fit for this Purdue team.
Yeah, I'm trying to think is there any like really offensive heavy team that had two stars that we're trying to think of? Like
Would any of those UConn teams work? Like the older UConn teams.
Ben Gordon, Emeka. They got to have a studly point guard though, right? That's kind of the whole
I was
thing.
thinking guard like Ben Gordon,
Yeah, I don't. There's got to be like a National Player of the Year level point guard, I think, to make this work.
Kemba.
Wait a second. Wait a second. We might get shit if we use this comp. Are we sure it's not just Cassius Winston and Xavier Tillman with a bunch of role players around him that were pretty good?
Matt
Cassius is the
McQuaid,
most similar player to Braden.
Matt McQuaid is Fletch.
Matt McQuaid is Fletch.
Got a good rebounding big.
I think it might be that team. And then you had like, yeah, like Aaron Henry in the middle emerging.
Honestly that's a really good comp.
We're going to go with that answer.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
2025 Purdue is most similar to 2019 Michigan State, the team that made the Final Four and beat Zion and RJ, built around Cassius Winston, the best point guard in the country, and Xavier Tillman, one of the best bigs in the country.
What a time.
Top five offense, top 10 defense that year for Michigan State. Okay, who's next?
Can we do your team?
Sure.
All right. Michigan. Last year's Kansas State team. No, I'm kidding.
I think it has to be a team with a lot of moving parts for sure.
A lot of moving parts. Really good front court. Bonus big money player.
Yep. So yeah, and like maybe some like a lot of depth at the guard spots, but questions. So basically, great front court, volatility, high money star. And we're kind of only looking in the portal era, right? It's hard to go much further back and find a team with as much turnover.
It's funny because you brought up yesterday when we were doing the points per game discussion on how similar the guard play could play out between this and Dusty May's Florida Atlantic teams.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that though, because there's no John L. You got to have
Yeah,
like the star no-brainer guard, I think.
right. Well, I mean, Yaxel would be the John L.
Trying to think, what are like, forget the rest of it, but what are just front courts that come to mind that would pair well with this? It's got to be like a, I don't know, like there's been some front courts with like a lot of killers at once in them.
Yeah, I just like the level of killers, like what it would be
What about that? Wasn't like Walker Kessler the third big off the bench at one point?
for UNC.
Yeah, but that team wasn't all that good, were
I don't
they?
think that team was that good though.
Is that the team that went 14 and 19?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
No, that was after that. Hold on, I'm gonna find this.
I'm trying to think right now what team this could possibly be. I mean, you've had like front courts like UNC where they had two killers in the front court.
I gotta find this Walker Kessler team.
What about those? What about those UNC teams with Bryce Johnson?
I'm listening.
I gotta make sure I check who else is on that team though. That's the only thing. I don't know if it'll because I don't know who's the front court pairing with Bryce Johnson. That's the only thing. I think it was like Joel. I don't think it was anybody good.
I mean, okay, I went down the Walker Kessler path. So that year, North Carolina finished 34th on Ken Palm. It was one of, if not Roy Williams last year, I think it might have been his last year. Walker Kessler, Garrison Brooks, and Armando Bacot and Dayron Sharp all in the front court. So it was loaded, and you kind of had to pick and choose guys. Ended up in a transfer because someone was unhappy. And at the guard spots, you had freshman Caleb Love, freshman RJ Davis, freshman Kerwin Walton, junior Leaky Black, and then like Anthony Harrison, Andrew Platek off the bench. So I don't love that for the guards, but like a volatile point guard, Caleb Love and Nelly Cadeau, kind of I don't hate, but I don't know. I think Michigan's a hard one to find an archetype for because I don't think Michigan's going to be as bad as that UNC team was, but hard for me to come up with a better team than that I think mimics it.
So I'm trying to think. I'm thinking 2013 UNC.
Who was
That was
that?
like James Michael McAdoo, Bryce Johnson. I think like Isaiah Hicks was on that team, who was a solid player. I'm trying, but the guard players. I think Kennedy Meeks was on that team, so they did have some good
Marcus
front court
Page,
players.
a really assist focused point guard.
That might be it, man.
Reggie Bullock, veteran.
Was Reggie Bullock on that team?
PJ Hairston. Okay, I'm okay with that. That team cart went 25 and 11, 32nd overall in Ken Palm, and lost in the round of 32.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. Let's call it 2013 North Carolina. Okay. Who's next? This is taking a long time, so let's just do five today and maybe we can do more tomorrow.
Okay, what about Kentucky?
Woo!
Oh no.
What comes to mind first when you're trying to make an identity for this team?
Star wing player, older. My mind immediately went to possibly one of those Kansas teams that won it all. You have like Ochai, young Christian Brown. Was Christian Brown on that championship team? I think he was. Maybe a freshman on that team or sophomore. Bigs, there were questions in the front court, but also like Jaden Quaidness is pretty talented as well in the front court. So it feels weird to be like a David McCormick is the comp for that one. What
Yeah, but
other?
I mean, I don't hate that because Ortega is very like Agbaji-y.
Yeah, like that alone.
Who's the Jalen Wilson though? They had two killers on the wing, and that's
They did.
where like I feel like Kentucky has one.
Can't be Aberdeen. Can it be?
I mean, I guess it could be. They
But
did
but
wasn't Dewan Harris like a freshman?
on that team though with Ochai, wasn't Jalen a little bit more like I don't think he was like the killer that he became like first team All American the next year, but he
Yeah.
wasn't like he was more of a role-ish player.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, so we want to go 2022 Kansas, aka the national champions that year.
Yes,
That's Kentucky's comp. Okay. Can we do a fun one? I'm gonna demand on one team here.
please.
Louisville.
Um, the I mean
Say
e-
it.
elite guard play,
Three of them at once.
three of them at once. 2005 Illinois.
This front court is pretty James Augustine-y.
Yeah, I think that's the comp.
All right. 2006 Louisville, 2005 Illinois. Shades of. That's what we can
Okay.
call it. And we need one more. Who do you want to do last?
Should we just do Illinois since we just brought them up?
Sure.
I'm thinking 2013 Mega Basket.
That's a great fit.
I mean, it's funny because when we compare this team, it could just be like a bunch of the old Gonzaga teams that were just very just international heavy. Honestly, this is the Peter Karnowski, Nigel Williams Goss team.
It's not. There's a team that this is more like.
Who
I've made the comp before. I need to fully flesh it out. Let me make sure I get the right year here.
flesh me,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
flesh me immediately.
Hold on. Hold on. Um, so it all starts with this. The most similar player comparison for Thomas Lavisic, if Tom is good this year, is Hunter Dickinson.
Ooh,
So I think we are looking for a team that was built around Hunter Dickinson that brought in a really old point guard to pair with him, had a quote unquote superstar wing in Andrei Stojakovic, had a veteran two guard that you were just supposed to trust to lead and defend and hit shots, and had some other upside shots in the front court at the four. And I think I have that team.
This isn't like the team with Jalen Llewellyn, is it?
I think it's the 2022 Michigan team, the year before that. Went to a Sweet 16. This was not when Jawan had fully downfallen yet, but they were 19 and 15. They brought in Devontae Jones, who was like 22 to start a point. Eli Brooks is basically their Kylan. Andres Stojakovic, star that they need on the wing, is basically like Caleb Houston's got to carry us in scoring. And then Hunter is Tom. And then you had a bunch of rotating guys at the four between Terrence Williams and Musa and Brandon Johns. And that's what Illinois is kind of working through right now.
That's a pretty spot on comp, to be honest with you.
I've always thought of this as just Hunter reincarnated. So, I mean, that is a positive, by the way. If he's Hunter Dickinson, that's a good outcome for him.
Yeah,
But
that's first team All Big Ten.
all right, there we have it. Shades of. That was a fun game.
It's a
I think we do that again soon.
please.
Topic 2 today. Let's do a draft. College football national champions. That's what we are after. It's as simple as that. You and I are going to snake draft until we both have a list of 10 teams, just with the sole goal of picking a team who will win the national championship. At the end of the year, whoever has this team wins. Whoever does not have the national champion loses. And if both of us fail to pick this year's national champion, we will give $500,000 to charity.
Good deal.
Okay. All right. Do you want the first pick or the second pick?
I like the first pick.
Okay. Go ahead.
I will take Ohio State.
That's the right 1-1 cart. That's the right 1-1. I will take. I'm going to take LSU and Oregon.
Damn. I was hoping to get one of those teams on the way back. Okay. Let's see here. I will take I know I could still get this team late, but I just want to go ahead and get them now. I'm gonna still take Texas.
Interesting. Arch.
If Arch figures it out, man, they still had a chance to win that game. They got talent. And then I will take. Ooh, give me. I'm mad you took Oregon. Truthfully,
Sorry.
don't be sorry. Be careful. I will take. I'll take Georgia. Let me get SEC school in
You're
here.
playing it very chalky right now. You're playing it
Yeah.
very chalky. I guess I need to respond with a little chalk myself. I'll take Penn State. And I am going to go off chalk here. I'm going to take Florida.
I got you right where I want you.
Okay.
I'm winning so far. I got you to pick Drew Aller and James Franklin. I love where I'm at right now. I am going to take. I'm gonna take South Carolina,
Whoa, Sellers.
and I am going to take Arizona State.
Wow, you're going way down the board now. Way down the board. All right, I'll just buy back into a couple teams that lost then early. I'll take Clemson, and I'll take Notre Dame.
It's good ones here. I will go back up to a team that actually beat one of the teams you picked. I will take Miami,
Good pick. I wanted them next.
and I will take. Ah, I'll take Florida State.
Oh, okay. Wow, from 2-10 to national title. Wow. Wow. Who's the best available right now?
I told you that I had to kill you.
I'm going to take Texas A&M. And I'm not proud, but I'm going to take Michigan.
I figured you would get there.
Would you have gotten there? Would they have ever come off the board for you?
Yeah. I think I
Okay.
would have just like bought like this Bryce Underwood special season does it.
That's where I'm
Um,
at too. I
so
think at this
I
point they're all straight. I think we've already picked the champion by now.
yeah, I'm gonna go Oklahoma,
Good pick.
and I'm going to go with. Hmm, did you take Illinois?
I haven't yet.
Illinois.
God damn it. You destroyed me in this draft. Absolutely destroyed me. It's a weird feeling to feel destroyed by Carter Elliott. I'm going to take Tennessee and Auburn.
Tennessee. Oh, I like those. Those are two good picks, I think, at the end there.
I wanted Illinois.
All right, I got one more.
Just take Signetti. We all know you want to. Bill
Taking Michigan.
Belichick's still available.
Taking Michigan State.
Okay, I take it back. I think I just won the draft. Third and final topic, very simple prompt. You've got three options. You have to choose one. Which outcome is the most likely season ending outcome for each team I introduce to you? The first weekend is where their season ends, before a Sweet 16. The second weekend is where their season ends, either in the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight. There's a moth next to me right now.
Yeah.
Or in the Final Four. What's most likely? First weekend, second weekend, Final Four. I'm going to give you a team. We have to collectively agree on where their season is most likely to end.
Yeah, which one? Which one?
Which one? Which one? Which one? Let's begin with Duke. What's most likely? First weekend, second weekend, Final Four.
John Shire with two hands on the DJ booth. Scary sight, especially with two hands on boozers. Um, Final Four.
You're so bad at like statistical probabilities. Final Four is going to be least likely for damn near every team in the country. But there's going to be at least one to two that we put up there. But like how many are you going to say Final Four is most likely for?
Depends how many teams you ask.
Like are you going to put Purdue, Houston, Duke, UConn, Florida, keep going? Or
Yeah,
like
true. So the thing about statistics, I used all my statistical power earlier on today when you brought Dustin on. Got nothing left in the tank.
you
Absolutely
didn't
nothing.
even use any that he destroyed you. All right, so you want Duke in the Final Four. I would say most likely for Duke is the second weekend. I don't think they're getting upset, but it would also be more likely than not they lose in one of the next two
I
rounds.
would like to change my answer to that, not because you bullied me into it, but because you are right.
Okay, Duke second weekend. How about BYU? There's volatility here. If you're
It
fading
is.
BYU, you
It
could think they lose early.
it is. And even though I don't agree and or live in the world, it is, I think, most statistically likely that this very hyped team
Second
that
weekend.
is with AJ DeBanza
Second weekend.
is a second weekend team.
Second weekend. I didn't like where you were going there. I think it's second weekend. How about Michigan State?
First weekend.
What?
Like, bitch, Tom Izzo, second weekend, me.
Second weekend for Michigan State. I'm with you. This might just be second for every single team. You know what? We need some variation. Illinois. Come on. It's first weekend. It's a Brad Underwood team. It doesn't matter how good they are. They could win 28 games. They're going to be more likely to lose the first weekend
Haven't
than
they
the
made the
second.
second weekend 2 years in a row?
No, they did. No, they lost in the round of 32.
You're
That
right.
that Kentucky game was round of 32.
You're right. First weekend.
First weekend. It has to be.
Yep.
All right, let's get back on the second weekend train. Michigan.
uh, second,
Oh,
second.
you wanted to say first, didn't you?
Yeah.
That'd be incorrect. It's
Never
second.
know.
It's second. Purdue.
Actually, Final Four.
The most likely outcome. I think it is more likely they make it to a Final Four than they don't.
Yes.
I agree. It's kind of crazy. What about Houston? Is Purdue the only one? Because Houston for me, second weekend.
I see. I think Purdue's the only one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well
Yep.
then, do you want to lock Houston into second weekend?
Yep.
What about UConn? Because I would argue that UConn could be Final Four.
So Carter Fashion lied 5 seconds ago. UConn also in the Final Four
More
category.
likely to make a Final Four than not. We're going to put respect where respect is due on Dan Hurley. Okay. Kentucky. Yeah.
How many second weekends has Mark Pope made?
One.
Damn, I thought it was zero. Um, Second
Damn, I'm
weekend.
on my Mark Pope shit, making Sweet 16s.
Eh, Damn, I'm on Mark Pope shit. Oops, I'm tall again.
I
Uh,
think it's second
second,
weekend for Kentucky. This team's good.
yeah, second weekend.
Okay. Louisville. He's
Second weekend.
never made a second weekend cart.
And
They could win 30 games in the regular season. He has never won a tournament game.
okay, but like,
Even if
but
he
you're not
wins the first, it's new territory.
right. I understand that, but like, have you ever thought about variables?
Elaborate.
Michael Brown being that variable.
That's a good nickname for him, honestly. The variable.
The variable.
Might call him that the rest of the year.
Yeah, the variable is going to carry us to a second weekend at least. Probably a ship.
I want to lock in first weekend.
Can you lock it in while throwing up an L?
I'll throw up an L.
Throw up your L's.
What they're going to catch in the first weekend.
Oh, so piss off.
Louisville first. You just co-signed this. I'd
I didn't
like the
co
records to show.
I didn't co-sign it. I said second weekend.
You just said, can you throw up an L as you lock in first weekend? That's what you said. Those are your words.
I said the variable got us.
Those are your words. North Carolina.
Do they qualify for this exercise?
I guess they do have to be likely to make a first
They're
weekend.
most likely to stay in Greensboro after the ACC tournament.
Is it just first weekend for UNC?
Yeah,
I would think about second weekend for them. I really would. But
I would consider, but the fact that you went to Louisville so early first and then thought
that
about
got you pissed off.
UNC, yeah, that's got like, come on now.
How about Florida?
Out of respect, second weekend.
Out of respect, it would be Final Four.
Out of respect, it could be first. Hangover.
So we'll go second weekend.
Yeah.
Let's end with Gonzaga. He always makes second weekend.
He does, not always.
Always.
Not, he literally didn't make one last year.
Last year smashed year.
And I'm pretty sure the year before that he didn't make one either.
Yeah.
So he doesn't.
Eh.
First weekend.
I want second, but I'll give you first.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Do we have any teams we didn't do that you wanted to do?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. It's between first and second.
It is?
For me, it is.
Oh, second.
Fine, but I would fight the math on that, but fine. Second.
Don't fight it.
Second. Second.
Don't fight it.
Second. Okay.
Don't fight it.
All right. Okay. That got me antsy. Like March is around the corner.
Mhm. Maybe because the ants are going to come marching in.
I'm so sorry. One big thing presented by us. What do you have today?
Can I hit you with a dad joke?
Can I go first so you can end on the dad joke?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I forgot I was supposed to give a shout out to my Airbnb host because he put us up this weekend for the vacation, the little trip we had with the concert. So I want to show some love to my guy, Sean. Sean's got a five-star, perfect five-star condo in right downtown Detroit, literally a block from Little Caesars Arena. And if you have frequented events in the city of Detroit at all, Carter knows this as a local resident. It can be difficult to find a place to stay. It can be expensive to find parking. It's not easy, really, unless you have like a hotel down there to feel like you're in walking distance from the places you want to be in Detroit versus places you might not want to be in Detroit. This condo is perfect. It's beautiful. It's like a very little private condo complex with a beautiful little pathway behind it and a little yard outside. But absolutely stunning place. Got a bunch of like Detroit relics inside. King size bed, beautiful, beautiful living area. He is the greatest Airbnb host ever. When I booked this place, it was pretty expensive, but it was like literally 125-star reviews, and every single write up was like, Sean is literally the greatest. He will get you gifts and like write you cards and give you a great time on his own. We walked in, he had an envelope with my name on it with two coffee gift cards to two different local coffee shops in walking distance. He had like a bar with alcohol and drinks and food and all this stuff just available to us. It was fantastic. He was like very gracious and checking in on us and making sure we had everything we need. And come to find out, Sean, also a Sleepers listener. So when we booked this place, he messaged and was like, by the way, huge fan of the podcast. Tell Carter I say hello. He did hit me on the way out. Carter, you're welcome anytime in his 5-star condo. 1 block from Little Caesars Arena. Go book 5-star condo with Sean in Detroit, Michigan.
Shout out to my guy, Sean. That Airbnb looks fantastic, by the way. Loved everything about it. My dad joke for the day. Greg, if you tell a bad joke in Hawaii, what can you expect?
Is it something about like a lay?
No, don't expect a big laugh. Maybe just aloha.
Oh my God. That's good. That's good. That's very good. Do you have anything to add or would you like to end? We're going to
That's
end. We'll
it.
see you tomorrow.